definitely benefit from this. And my thoughts are being conscious, right? We've been talking about mindfulness, connecting our mind to our body. Whoo, whose abs are sore today? Whoo, baby. My abs are sore. Okay, we've been trying to connect our minds to our body, and this is really important in some of the movements. I want you to be really mindful when we are training our core. My company Exos, we don't tend to use the word core often because when people use the word core, all they think about are their abdominals, right? We tend to use the word pillar, right? That is what stabilizes our body, our shoulders, our torso, and our hips, right? So pillar. So you might hear me every once in a while go use those two interchangeably. All right, so our focus is to really focus on stabilizing our pillar, all right? And that's when we do positions on our hand, our glutes and our hip bridges. But now I want you to really focus on feeling the transverse abdominis when we do certain movement, primarily core movements, right? Our planks, our seated rotations, blah, 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 blah. So, again, this is going to be a slow class to process as I talk through it with you. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take 4 breaths. And when we exhale, I want it to be an aggressive exhale. So we're going to inhale through our nose. And while we're doing this, we want to focus on our breath coming from our belly, our diaphragm, right? Because we want to settle the rib cage down. And I want you to take notice of the engagement after you exhale out and what you feel, all right? So let's take an inhale, pull it in through your nose, aggressive exhale. What do you feel? Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more time, take that big inhale and exhale. Now let's hold that exhale position. So you should be able to hold that exhale position, feeling the brace in your abdominals. You'll feel it across, along that lateral trunk, across that abdominal area. Now release it. You don't feel anything. Everything is nice and soft. So I want you to start connecting that feeling with our core movement. That's one step. The next step is we're going to just plant our hands on our bellies, somewhere around the belly button. We're going to take a big inhale. As we exhale aggressively out, we're going to suck the belly button in. And we're going to pin it there. Take notice of what you feel. All right, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now, being mindful, you feel the drawing in of your belly button. You feel your whole transverse abdominals engage. Our goal is to feel that engagement through all of our movements. Okay, so now the next move is we're going to take a big inhale. We're going to pull the belly button in. We're going to take a forceful exhale, engaging and keeping our diaphragm down. We shouldn't see any chest movement here. It's all being pressed down. So it's almost like your rib cage is pushing downwards. And that's where we want to keep it. All right, so let's take a big inhale, forceful exhale. Feel the engagement. Hands are down by our sides right now. So you should be able to talk You should be able to breathe and in the same moment feel everything engaged right now. All we're going to do is nice and easy lift the right leg up and hold it. Try not to lose that engagement. So we're not doing anything but stabilizing the spine, bracing the core. So just with that leg lifted, everything is engaged. And breathe. And then let's bring it down. Don't lose that brace. Nice and slow, lift up the opposite leg. Still feel the engagement. And if you aren't feeling the engagement, let's reset and go through that same breath again. All right? Inhaling, pulling in the belly button, and then forceful exhaling. Right now we're just switching and lifting one leg at a time, nice and slow. Connecting our mind with the bracing of our pillar, our core. Focus on that. I know this can feel tedious, like, all right, but right now, if you're fully engaged, you are working that core, your pillar. Continue to lift one leg at a time. And relax. Let it out. Feel it. Right? I couldn't wait to just kind of allow my abdominals to release. All right, let's take a moment. Now we're going to evolve those leg lifts. All right, so let's start. Inhale through your nose, pulling from your diaphragm. Aggressive exhale. Maybe you'll feel the bracing of that lower back. I just want to get away from the coaching of driving the lower back down, right? Because what I've been recognizing through my own coaching, being coached, is that we all have different curvatures of the lumbar, all right? And we want to keep those natural curvatures that are natural to us, but learn how to embrace that curvature. All right, so right now we've got our belly buttons pulled in tight. We can feel the core engaged, and if you can't feel it, so even though I'm talking, you should feel that engagement. We're going to slowly lift the right leg up, feel the brace, and then lift the left leg out, up. So you may have felt even more of the core embrace. And let's just hold that and breathe, right? Again, if you're not feeling it, I want you to reset. Bring your legs down, take a deep breath, pulling your belly button in, and forcefully exhaling. So from here, we're going to tap the right toe, lift it up slow, and tap the left toe. Lift it up slow. Tap right, and we're just going to continue doing this nice and slow, being very mindful of what we're feeling in our abdominal area. Trying not to rock the hips. And let's rest. And I want you to let it out. Like you should completely feel like, whew, right? Nothing has happened. You should just feel like, all right, thank God we stopped doing it. All right.
Maria, my stomach, like I'm shaking. My whole core is shaking.
You're shaking?
Yeah, is that good?
That's great.
Okay.
All right. So, and just so you know, you're really low, Kelly, but that's because I don't have my earbuds in. But Kelly's question is, should I be shaken? Absolutely. That's her body engaging with her core, all right, and moving so slow. And once we stop these movements and you release from the movements, you should feel like, whew, thank God, right? So this is a mindfulness. This is what we call our Pillar 101. right? And this is going to transfer over when you start to do those planks and all those core movements. You should feel the bracing, right? So, yes. All right. So, let's evolve even more, okay? So, we're going to take a big, palms are down by our sides. Big inhale through your nose. Pull the belly button in. Forceful exhale. Feel it engage. So you should be completely engaged. Nice and slow. Lift one leg up at a time. And then the opposite leg. Again, you are still engaged. Now we're going to lift the feet all the way up to the ceiling. Slow. Still engaged. Now I want you to feel the difference with what we refer to as a lever, a bent knee opposed to an extended leg. For you, keeping the core braced, what feels more challenging? Is it the bent knee or is it the extended leg? There's no right or wrong here because we all feel things differently. So for me, personally, straight leg, I don't feel as challenged as I do in a bent leg. So go ahead and slowly bend your knees and tell me what you feel. Inhale, exhale, extend those legs straight up. Again, we're bracing our body, so we're not letting go of that. Slowly bend your knees. And bring your feet up. Let's bend our knees one more time. Let's extend those legs up. Good, nice and slow. Bend those knees and then bring your feet down. And relax. So I want to point something out here. We haven't even started to move those legs yet, right? We haven't even started our extensions yet, all right? We're just getting familiar with what we should be feeling. So now let's transition with the arms. All right. So we're going to plant our feet hip width distance apart with the feet on the floor. We're going to reach our arms up, right above our shoulders. We're going to take a big inhale. Pull the belly button in. Forceful exhale. Extend the right arm over your head. Keep that spine or keep your core braced. Pull that arm up slowly. Switch sides. Up slowly. Switch sides again. So nice and slow. We're just lengthening one arm at a time. So while you're doing this, I'm going to talk through what you might be feeling, right? Other than the shoulders moving, right? Or our thoracic spine is extending while we're going overhead. So we want to feel that lower back, that natural arch. We want to feel some bracing there, right? While we're doing this overhead extension movement. So don't get away from bracing. And then let's relax. All right. Now this doesn't feel as intense, the relax, as it did here, as it did with the legs lifted. All right. So now we're going to lift our arms up. We're going to take a big inhale, pull the belly button in, forceful exhale. We're going to lift the right leg up slowly, not losing the brace. And then we're going to lift the left leg up, not losing the brace. Take notice of what you're feeling now. Now we're going to extend the right arm overhead, still bracing our bodies. Coming up, we're still bracing our pillar, and then our left arm. Nice and slow. You got your belly button pulled in. You've got your diaphragm or your ribs pulled down. And you're moving slowly. Reaching those arms overhead. Good. Release your feet and take a break. Whew. All right. Now we're going to start adding some movement with the arms and the legs. All right. So big inhale, arms come up. Inhale into the nose, pull the belly button in, forceful exhale. Keeping that forceful exhale and engagement, lift one leg at a time up. We're going to move the left leg out and the right arm back. So left leg out, keep the core engaged, and right arm back. And let's breathe. Hey, you should be feeling a whole lot of shaking now. I don't know if you can hear my voice, but I'm shaking. And let's pull in slow. And let's switch sides. Brace yourself. If you're not sure if you're braced, come back to the top. Pull in slow. And take the breath. Let's switch sides. Pull the belly button in and forcefully exhale out. Good. One more time. Let's switch. Pull in slow and release it. Whew. All right, so we have one more. We're going to do a straight leg. I'm sorry. You can choose to do the bent knee or straight leg, but now we're going to do same arm back, same leg out. So right leg and right arm are going to reach back. Being mindful of bracing your body, all right? Or bracing your pillar, your core. So hands are up. Inhale. Pull the belly button in. Forceful exhale. Brace. Feel that engagement. One leg at a time up. You can stay with the bent knee or you can extend up. Totally up to you. We're reaching the right arm back, keeping our body braced while we extend the right leg out. Woo, baby, I'm shaking here. Right? And let's hold that. Focus on pulling the belly in, bracing the core. Slowly pull it in. If you need to reset, use that breath. Inhale, exhale. And left arm, left leg. Pull it in. Can you notice a difference? Right? I don't feel as secure. Let's switch sides. My left and my left side. I already know that there's something going on with my left side. Can that be contributing to how I brace my core? Why it's not as strong? Could be. But I want to take notes of that as I move through my workout and release. Whew, folks. Yes, all right. We're going to come into a kneeling position now. So, I'm going to put my cushion underneath my knees. So one of the things we focus on with our get-ups is our glutes and hips. While that's really important, sometimes we get loosey-goosey in getting up, right? We're like rocking and shifting and blah, 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 all of that stuff. So I want you to focus on bracing the core now while we get up. So our toes are tucked, our hips are back to our heel. The same breath we took lying down, we're going to take that same breath while we're kneeling here. So, right now my shoulders are slightly forward. I'm going to adjust my posture. I'm going to lift my chest up and pull my shoulders back and down. Now once I did that, I kind of felt my lumbar kind of push forward. So I'm going to consciously take that inhale, pulling my belly button in, and then that forceful exhale, locking in. Right now you should feel nice, full engagement as you did when you were on the floor. Trying to keep this, I want you to move really slow. Trying to keep this brace, you're going to squeeze your glutes and you're going to come up on your knees. If you lost that brace, take the breath again. Pull your belly button in. Forcefully exhale, driving the rib cage down. Now, you can put your hand on your hip, okay, or you can brace it on something, but don't lose the mindfulness of your core while you step that right leg out. So, if you lost it, let's go through that breath again. Pull it in, rib cage down, engage the glutes, stand up, slow. Right leg comes back, keep it engaged. Left leg comes back. Let's repeat that again. Inhale, belly button in. Exhale. Right foot, engage. Feel that core engage. Stand up. I just found a really nice cue to use. And just relax. Feel that. So we're going to do one more on the right. And what I would like for you to do is place your hands underneath your rib cage or somewhere around the bottom of your rib cage, all right? So take a big inhale, pull the belly button in, exhale, feel that, feel those muscles. They're there. Even if you got some love handles, you should feel that core engage. Now, let's try to keep it here unless you have a hard time standing up, all right? And you need to use your hand to help you. Keeping this engagement, don't let it go. Step the right foot out. Feel it still engaged. Drive up. Feel it still engaged. And back down. Engage, 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 engage. Don't lose it. And then relax. And then you can lose it. All right, so that's what we're going to do on the left side just 3 times, guys. I know this is a long class, but trust me, it's going to transfer over to everything you do. All right, so we're moving to the left leg, 3 get-ups, being mindful of bracing our abs. Inhale, pull the belly button, and exhale, forceful exhale. Engage, left leg steps out. Getting that heel under that knee. Stand up tall. Don't lose that embrace. Kneel down. Staying tight. If you need to forcefully exhale again, step up again. Stand up. Down. Reset if you need to. Lose it. Pull it in. Exhale out. Stand up. Back down. And relax. Ugh. All right. So we're going to wrap this up by taking everything that we just practiced and we just learned in a plank position. All right, we're only going to do 1 plank. They're vacuuming outside the hallway, so I apologize if you can hear that. I'm always grateful for it, though. They're right at my door, too. Okay, so let's take this onto our forearms. All right, we're going to create tension through our bodies. All right, so let's make a fist. Shoulders are over your elbow. And we're going to go through this really slow. So before we even step 1 leg back at a time, we're going to take a big inhale, pull the belly button in, forceful exhale, feel the core engage just where you are. Now, don't lose that. Keep breathing. Step the right leg back strong. Feel that core still embraced. All right? If you need to reset it, reset it. Now step the left leg back. Don't lose that brace. So, you're already embraced in this position. All right, let's just add some tension to it. So make a fist and hold it tight. Push your forearms into the ground, pulling your shoulders up and over your elbows. Pull your face away. So we're braced, but let's try to pull those belly buttons in even tighter. Pull the kneecaps up. Squeeze the glutes. Drive back into the heels. Create tension. tension through your whole body. Still breathing, still bracing those abs. Feel the whole torso fully engaged. Rib cage is down, belly button is pulling in. Squeeze the glutes and slowly release it. Ugh. That was nice. All right. Let's stretch. So let's sit our hips back to our heel into a child's pose. Good. Let's inhale back into tabletop. We're going to rock back and thread the right arm underneath, dropping that right ear down into that right shoulder. Inhale, come on out, rock forward. Exhale, rock back. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, rock back. One more time on the opposite side. Good. Let's take a seated position. Stretch that lateral trunk. Right hand to the right side. Lengthen up through the left arm first, and then go ahead and fold over that right shoulder. So it's easier to do this type of movement practice in a class like this, right? Opposed to, as you can see, it took us like 30 minutes just to go through it instead of our other classes, like our total body classes. But what the goal is for you, let's switch again and then roll the shoulder down, is to take everything you learned today and be mindful of that when you get to those other classes that are moving quickly, that we don't have time always to set into the position. And I'm trying to slow down with that. All right, inhale. And I'm trying to also stop over coaching. Like sometimes I feel like I'm over coaching, so we lose time. Anyway, now I'm starting to just blab a little bit. I got lots and lots of thoughts in my head. So anyway, I hope you guys had a good foundation class and take it with you into all your other classes. And you're feeling good. Hey, Rocky. Hey, Asim. Hi, Joanne. You're so welcome, guys. I'm going to hop into the next class. Thank you for coming. Kelly, bye-bye. Bye, Nancy.